Okay, I'm hoping everything is working. The writing I did last week, unfortunately, the audio did not work. It did not. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I gotta fix this. That looks okay, I guess. I don't know. I hope. Yeah, just trying this out. Still. Alright, looks like we're recording. That's good. Hey, everybody. Good morning. The writing I did last weekend, unfortunately, the audio did not work. I don't know if I just did not have the I don't know if I just didn't have the plug in all the way. I'm hoping that's all. I'm hoping it's not something that I did wrong, although I mean it is me, so after all, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I might have to move this over a little bit or do something with it. I don't know, because it's like right in my field of vision. When it was over here, it wasn't too bad, and that's vibrating about as much as it did with the thing here, so yeah, it was worth a shot. I'm not sure I like it all that much right there. But that's why I bought it now, is that way I can play with everything now before I head to South Dakota in 18 weeks from Friday I leave. Yay. Yes, we are getting closer and closer and closer, and it cannot come quick enough. Like this selfie stick might not be bad, like on the engine guard or something like that, although, yeah, I don't know what I can do with it down there. Low there. Like I said, we'll play with all this and we'll figure it out. This morning I did have to change the battery on my RV because, yeah, it was just acting funky when I went to move it last weekend. When did I have to move it? I don't remember. But I had to get up on the roof, my fat ass on the roof of my RV. That was fun. Because I was just testing everything out last week. We had some nice warm days to make sure everything was working, and sure enough, I went to try to fire up the air conditioning, and it just said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not the only idiot out today. That's always nice to see. Ended up there was a piece of foam that was stuck in the stupid fan blades, so it just was not doing anything. So took the cover off, took that out. Didn't get the fan, the cover all the way situated, so yeah. But as I was trying to move it over a little bit so I could get my fat ass on a ladder on the left side of, the driver's side, so yeah, the left side. The non-entryway, the slide side. As I was doing that, the jack just, the tongue jack was just saying, yeah, I'm not doing this. And I checked it later, and for sure enough, it was like, nope, I have no voltage. I have no juice. Now, there's a couple reasons that could be possible. It could be the battery was just bad, and I think I had it unplugged for about 24 hours or so. And the battery just was not holding enough juice. That's possible. 100% that's possible. What else was possible is that my converter is starting to go bad. Because as I was putting everything back, I don't hear the fan running on the converter. Now, that in and of itself with my rig is not a concern, because I have solar panels, and the solar might be putting out more juice to the battery and keeping the voltage higher AGM will handle the cold a little better. The AGM would have handled the cold just a little bit better. I'm going to stop, I think, and somewhere not too far up the road and just double check and make sure that I have audio, because I don't want to be riding all day and realize I don't have audio. I'll pair the damn cent of this camera if I have to. I just would rather not, because at some point I might want to listen to music or something. I do have the Insta360 mic coming, and I mean, assuming that this setup works with the standard lav mic that I have in here anyway, I'll use the 360 mic with the Insta360 mic with the Insta360 camera, rather than you know, trying to have to sync audio and what. Yeah, it's just a pain in the you know what. I did get the first video with all this stuff up last week. I might put a link to it. And to be honest, so far, at least the editing part is like a way bigger pain in the ass than the old GoPro stuff was. And part of it is the codec this stuff uses. The other part of it is just, yeah, I might have to switch to Premiere. I don't want to, but I might have to, just because Premiere's more money. Because Premiere's more money. Yeah, I don't know how many miles I'm going to ride today. I'm guessing maybe 100, maybe. It's still a little nippy out right now. I mean, it's not bad. There's a little nip in the air still. It's probably like 55. Yeah, it's probably like 55 right now. Which wouldn't be bad if I had my my insulated gloves. I don't have the old insulated ones I had. Yeah, that one of those went MIA on me, and I'm not sure where. So I've got a new pair of Kemimoto's, the insulated gloves. They should be here tomorrow, but you know, it's fine. This is fine. What you gonna do, right? Yeah, bend over and take it up to you know what. And I'm sick of him. He's walking around flipping the you know what, dropping the you know who. Yeah, but he's so cute though. Kind of half thought about taking this to work tomorrow, but it's like, I think the low tonight is going to be right around 40, and that's too low. That's too cold. If I was still in the area where I didn't have to take the highway, take the interstate to go to work, maybe, but it's just too cold, and you know, I'm going to have to run the interstate. I don't have to, but otherwise it's going to take me an hour and a half to get to work, and just no. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be good. I don't have baseball tomorrow, but I do have, I'm supposed to have baseball Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, although pretty much every day, you know, other than tomorrow, looks like it's going to be I have a lot of dead bugs on this visor right now that I need to take care of. I really hope this is working. You know what? I'm going to pull in somewhere in Kingsbury Heights or Kingsford Heights or whatever it is, and find somewhere like a post office or something, and just stop, and we're going to check and see if this is working or not. So Oxford Voluntary Fire Department, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. See if I can find like a Dollar General or something like that. Yeah, there's a Dollar General. Okay, that works. That works. So there's a park right there. That works perfectly. Fire the cannons at them. Fire the cannons at them. I think that's a park. I don't know. But this works good enough. It's clearly a parking lot, I think, or something. Alright, let me see if I have good audio. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so it looks like the battery might be working. So, or the audio is working. Yay! So, we can go and do some stuff. I hope. Now, you know what would suck? If now that I've determined the audio is working, although somehow I was putting in a dead battery because I'm an idiot, somehow that I get there only to find out now that I'm recording again, the audio is not working, which, you know, that would just be so me. Yeah, that would, like I said, that would just be me. That would be 100% something that would happen to me.